Our story started in India, where an English-rich family lived. There was a poor child called Mary, and who was part of this family, and our protagonist.
Kamala, I thought that I asked you to bring me water without ice.
I'm sorry, Miss Mary. I was cleaning the room and cooked at me.
This is not my problem. Go and bring it again.
Sorry, Miss. Excuse me.
All the days were like this. Mary was a selfish, disagreeable, bad-tempered little girl. In the next day, Mary saw there was a different Indian servant by her bed.
What are you doing here? Go away and send Kamala to me at once.
I'm sorry, Miss Mary. She can't come. Mary was confused. She wasn't understanding why Kamala couldn't come. Some of servants were missing. Everybody looked frightened, but nobody told Mary anything. Mary goes out to the garden and started to pretend that she making her own garden. All the time she's saying crossly to herself.
Hey Kamala, I'll hit her when she comes back.
It's very bad, is it? It's very bad. People are going to like to do. It's basically staying in this house.
Oh, I know. We must leave soon.
What's happened? I think one of your side was just that.
I think no, quickly. Come back to me.
Understood what was wrong. The terrible disease had already killed many people in the town, and in all the house people were dying. In Mary's house, it's Kamala who had just died. In that night, people sometimes she cried and sometimes she slept. In the next day, the house was silenced.
Perhaps the disease has gone and everybody's well again. Why doesn't someone bring me some food?
Oh, said that beautiful woman.
There was she too, wasn't there? The one no one was ever so fair.
My name is Marilyn Knox. I was asleep when everyone was ill and now I'm hungry.
It's the child, the one nobody has ever seen.
They all have forgotten her.
Why was I forgotten? Why doesn't nobody come here and take care of me?
Poor children. You see, there are nobody left even in the house. Nobody can come.
There wasn't anybody to take care of Mary now, so she was alone. But she didn't miss anybody. She only thought about herself and always said, "Who will take care of me? Who will change my clothes?" Of course, that was a very big problem. So the solution was take Mary to an English family who had know her parents. She had hated that house. One day, she was playing in the garden and Basil, one of the children, offered to help.
Go away! I don't want your help!
Mary is a stupid girl, stupid girl, stupid girl. Mary is a stupid girl and her ties too. You're going home soon, and we are very pleased that you're leaving.
I'm very pleased too, but where's home?
You don't know? England, of course. You're going to live with Uncle Miss Archibald Cleven.
I never heard of him.
But I know about it because I heard father and mother talking. He lives in a big London old house and had no friends because he's so bad-tempered and he's got cracked back and he's worried.
I don't believe you.
But in the next day, Bessie's parents explained her that she was going to live with Miss Craven in Yorkshire. So after the siege joined, she was meeting in London by Miss Craven's housekeeper, Mr. Medlock. Together they traveled north by tram. Miss Medlock didn't like Mary, so she tried to talk to her. I can tell you a bit about your uncle, if you like. He lives in a big old house, a long way from anywhere. There's nearly 100 rooms, but most of them are shut and locked. There's a big park around their house, and all kinds of gardens. Well, what do you think of that?
It doesn't matter to me.
You're a hard little girl. Well, if you don't care, Miss Craven doesn't eat it. He never spent time on anyone. He got a crooked bed, you see, and although he's always been rich, she never really happened you to him married.
Married?
Yes, he married a sweet, pretty girl and loved her deeply. So when she died,
Did she die?
yes, she did, and now doesn't care about anybody. If he's at home, he stays in the room and sees nobody. He wants to see you, so you must out of his way and what you're told. The train journey lasted all day, and it was dark when they arrived at the station. There was a long drive to get to the house.
What's that noise?
It's just the moor, the sound that wind wakes, blowing across the moor.
They arrived at a very large old house. It looked dark and unfriendly from the outside. Mary was shown to a room where there was a warm fire and food on the table. This is your room. Go to bed and you have some supper. And remember, you must stay in your room. Mr. Craven doesn't want to wander all over the house. When Mary woke up the next morning, she saw a young servant girl cleaning the fireplace.
Who are you?
My name is Martha, miss.
And what's that outside?
It's the moor. Do you like it?
No, I hate it.
Well, I love it. It's lovely in the spring and in the summer when there are flowers.
Are you going to be my servant?
Well, I work for Mrs. Medlock. I will bring your food and clean your room, but I don't think you'll need a servant except for those things.
You're a strange servant.
I know I talk too much.
But who's gonna dress me?
Well, I think you should learn to dress yourself.
You don't know anything about where I came from, or about servants, or about anything.
Suddenly, Mary felt very confused and lonely. She threw herself down on the bed and started crying loudly. No, don't cry like that. I'm very sorry, you're right. I don't know anything about anything.
After, Mary felt better and soon stopped crying. Martha sounded kind and friendly, but Mary did not pretend to listen.
I've got 11 brothers and sisters. You know, miss, there's not much money in our house, and they all eat so much food. Mother says it's the good fresh air on the moor that makes them so hungry. My brother Dickon, he's always out at the moor. He's 12, and he's got a horse which he rides sometimes.
Where did he get it?
Oh, it's a wild horse, but he's a kind of boy, and animals like him. You see, now you must have your breakfast, miss. Here, it's on the table.
I don't want it. I'm not hungry. What?
My little brothers and sisters would eat this all in 5 minutes.
Why?
Because they don't get enough to eat. That's why they're always hungry. You're very lucky to have this food, miss.
Mary don't say nothing, but she drank some tea and ate a little bread.
Now put your coat on and run outside to play. It will do you good to be in the fresh air.
But why should I go out on a day like this?
Well, there's nothing to play with indoors, is there?
But who will go with me?
Nobody. You will have to learn to play by yourself. Jacob plays by himself on the moors for hours, with the wild birds and sheep and other animals. Perhaps I shouldn't tell you this, but one of Walled Gardens is locked up. Nobody's been in it for 10 years. It was Mrs. Craven's garden, and when she died so suddenly, Mr. Craven's locked it and buried the key.
Martha!
Oh, I must go. Mrs. Medlock's bell ringing for me.
Mary went downstairs and wandered through the great empty gardens. She saw an old man dodging, but he looked unfriendly. What a mystery this locked garden is. I think that tree is in the secret garden.
He's my friend. He is.
I'm lonely just like you. What's your name?
Ben, I long to. Wanna like you and me. We're not spread and but very disagreeable. Where you wants to be your friend.
Do you know Dico? Oh, the robin is flying to the garden with no door. Please, Ben, can I get into it?
You can, that's that. It's not her business. Run away and play.